This week I wanted to bring you this important energy update about the end of the Neptune retrograde happening on November 24th, 2018 at 13 degrees in its home sign of Pisces until January 1st, 2019. This past Neptune retrograde was an ideal time for spiritual growth and personal development. Now, Nebulous Neptune makes fantasy a real thing. It helps us to feel that reality is something that we can sculpt into our dreams. It can help us really dream up what we came here to create so that we can actually go ahead and manifest it. The free spirits out there, we do have to make sure that we don't get overly attached to fantasy. Things are going to feel a little nebulous, a little out there, and we want to make sure to get grounded. So those spirits that tend to be lost in fantasy can often be deluded in reality at this time. They can align with the wrong things. They can get stuck in hopeless situations, dead-end relationships and romances, and just keep hoping that it needs more time. I've seen so many people that think someone's their twin flame even for years. Sometimes people think this, even if he's not giving her the time of day. And that can be due to some of this Neptune energy, as well as a need to work on self-worth and wanting to be here in this world. So this potent alignment with Neptune means that it is time to dream big, but also to ground our next steps in life and soul purpose, as well as relationship in all areas of life. We're also in Mercury in retrograde, November 17th until December 6th. You know, electronics can go a little haywire. It's not the best time to sign a contract. It's not a good time to really start big long-term projects in the Mercury in retrograde. So this is actually a great time to really create some sacred space to vision. What do you want to create? This is going to be the space that it starts now until the very end of the year. So I want to talk about how to discover your soul purpose, your dream life, even as a light worker who wants to monetize what you love doing. So there's a process to discovering your soul purpose and monetizing it, turning it to gold. But first there needs to be a shift inside of ourselves so that we can gracefully flourish and not get trapped into the old slavery systems, money mindsets. The secret is tapping into your divine feminine energy and get clear first on your dream life. So how do you want to feel when you get there? And don't waver on this quality, this feminine energy that you want to create. In this time, as Neptune is direct, it's the perfect time to tap in to vision. And I'm going to give you a guided meditation at the end of this video, really briefly, to help you ground your dreams now. Before we do that, place in the comments below, what is your biggest dream that you're aware of, that you're going to be visioning about? I'd love to hear that in the comments below. Also, go ahead and support our channel by liking and subscribing and hitting the little notification bell to get updates. Okay, so one of the most important things when creating our dreams is not only to dream big, but to allow the dream to come in flow and ease, and to manifest in flow and ease. One of the mistakes that so many smart women and men light workers make is they envision their dream as being so up there and the path being arduous in getting there. I once thought it had to be super hard. I had to work my ass off in order to become a high-paid light worker. It was a thought in my mind. So when I started off in my business, what I now call a blissness, I started off counseling women, which was really exciting, but I attracted all these women who weren't truly ready for the change that I could gift to them. So many of the women that I attracted at first weren't truly ready for the separation from the patriarchy, yet they paid for my help. They wanted their divine feminine energy activation. They wanted to attract their twin flame on some level. But deep down, they really weren't ready for it. They had so many blocks and wouldn't take the help. So what happened is their fathers, the masculine religion, the dad, the uncle, the men in their lives, the energy of that wasn't ready to let go of their aura. So that came into my energy field, and then I got psychically attacked. And I wondered why I was getting psychically attacked and I wasn't getting the clients the results that they wanted, that I wanted for them. Wow. So what's so important isn't just to envision what you want to have in your future in the dream. It's the path. How do you want to feel as you get there? Then you won't attract this toxic pain cycle energy, this suffering. You'll create your blissness, as I call it, from your bliss. So I ask you to be open to a new way of manifesting. As you dream in this time of Neptune, ask yourself, where have I been going into agreement with the past pain, the past patriarchy, and any abuse programs? The second question is to ask yourself, where don't I believe that I can be free? Because ultimately, we create a life of freedom when we believe that we are free, because thoughts create things. So where do we believe that we're not free? 3, ask yourself, where am I attempting to save others where I really need to start saving myself? Whew. Where am I attempting to save others where I really can be saving myself first? That breaks the codependent cycle. The fourth one is actually an important step. It's to imagine if you were to only engage with people who were high vibes, who were ready for your medicine, even if they're struggling with something, even if you can help them, that you're only interacting with souls who are willing to save themselves and take responsibility of their lives through the grace of God, Goddess, as well as through their internal power. So if you were to only engage with those souls who are willing to take responsibility of their lives versus being victims in a system, wow, how would that feel? Now the fifth piece would be to ask yourself, what do I need? What do you need to love yourself more so that you're not attempting to try and rescue people from this toxic place, this needy place? I used to have this. I need to be needed. I'm a healer. You gotta, I'd be like, I can help you. But really, I needed to work on self-love. It's all a journey. We're all healing our love blocks. And this is exactly how entrepreneurs attract their twin flames, because we love ourselves so much that we are overflowing. It attracts soulmate clients. What if you were to attract soulmate clients who are already doing really big things in the world? They're ready to step forward. Even if they've undergone some stress, some blocks, they need some support, they need you as an expert, but they're not so stuck that they're gonna pull you down. They're not willing to go in agreement with staying small, staying stuck in the matrix, staying stuck in the patriarchy. Dream big. So many people believe that in order to live in paradise, we have to somehow suffer. And truly, I believe that we can manifest abundance. We align with ourselves, with our own power, with our own joy. We step into our expertise and we attract people who are out of their trauma, their deep pain, to enough level so they're ready to come into their queen or king, as we embody the queen and king. And from that place, we get to create our dreams in 3D, and we can gift those in need with our abundance, our financial freedom. We can create the new earth and stop poverty. Those who are really suffering, stuck in disease, disaster, destitute, poverty, and pain, on some level, it really is our responsibility to help these people heal. But how can we heal them if we ourselves are ungrounded? We're in a fantasy world, or we're suffering. It's time to do the deep work within and to have the most impact. And I really believe that it's by finding those who are truly ready to receive our gifts and run with them and invest in our gifts on all levels, financial, taking the time, doing the work. And with that big shift, then we can show up as love leaders and gift it back to those who really are suffering at the bottom of the food chain, sex trafficking, slavery. I'm here in the beautiful Gili Islands in Lombok, which just has undergone a 7.0 earthquake 3 months ago. And there's a lot of struggling on a literal level, people needing to rebuild their villages and they don't have money. And here we are traveling, doing our best to give back, to donate, to putting our money into, giving people jobs again, tipping them, hiring them for services. And I could not do this if I had not made the commitment to help my soulmate clients who are already running with it in their lives, who are just ready for the expertise that I have to help them find their twin flame and sometimes launch their blissness. All right, enough rambling. Get yourself comfortable. We're gonna do a guided, little mini power-packed meditation. Just feel your body touching the earth. Take in a few deep breaths into your womb space and your heart space. Maybe you put your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your womb, or for your male part, your sacral area. Start to just slow down your breath and your thoughts. Maybe even let your mouth hang open. And ask yourself, for 2019, as I live my dream life, what does it look like? If I were unstoppable, living my dream life, what would it look like? And see yourself bringing in a cloud of Neptunian energy, sparkling, magic, bright, blue, full of possibilities and miracles and flow. Like the inner child that doesn't know the difference between Disney and this earth. You get to create the fairy tale. Let it be big. Let your year be the best you've had yet. And let's go ahead and bow to the inner light within, or if you have sun like over there, you can point to the sun and face the sun and really enjoy the light that never dies. Even if there's a sun setting, even if you're not sure how to get there, keep focused on the light. It's much more miraculous to see this in person. But just trust that you are being guided by the great central sun within your heart. You are not forgotten by your angels, and keep moving forward as you dream big. So take this time to journal, to persevere, to flow with your journal pages, fill them up as much as you like. And then once this phase of Neptune is over, I will be running on January 3rd. Haven't set up a page yet, but we're going to be running a New Year's call. And it's called New Year's New Yoni. It's a goddess goal setting ceremony that we gather every year together. This time is really special. It's a little cloudy, it's a little flowy, a little feminine, but you can create your reality. So I look forward to seeing you many times before January 1st. We also have a complimentary winter solstice ceremony for twin flames, and you can click the link below to opt in for the upcoming new moon ceremonies. We're not doing one in December. However, you can opt in there and in any place on our website, and we can send you information about our upcoming events. All right, love you lots. Namaste. Namaste.